Okay, I'm going to hang on there for a few minutes. My, I'm actually live, and hi everybody. And I'm here doing some card readings this afternoon for in conjunction with the Mind, Body, and Soul. So thanks to Freddie and Lorraine for inviting me on here, and I'm looking forward to doing some card readings. So if any of you are looking for a card, just comment below card and I will get reading. So my first person up tonight, I'm so used to doing it in the evenings, my first person up this afternoon is Linda Hamilton. And Linda, you asked a particular question earlier, and Linda, what I'm getting from that is that you need to take a seat back and definitely look at what it is exactly you want to do. Linda, your job prospects are definitely looking to be in the psychic, spiritual direction. But what I want you to start doing, Linda, is I think there's definitely a need for you to look at working with special needs, working with carers. There's definitely a course coming up for you as well, Linda, in the new year. And what I did was then for you, Linda, I'm going to pull one or two cards for you. And your first card with regard to your job and regard to the question that you asked online earlier, Linda, is that you need to take action, okay? And it's about getting out there, but writing down, Linda, exactly what you want to do and what you'd love to work at, okay? So, but connecting with spirit is going to be a big thing for you, Linda, because I feel as if you just definitely need to work with spirit, work with your spirit guides. There's definitely a psychic connection coming up around you as well. Working with special needs is going to be very important coming into your life, Linda. So your main card today, Linda, for whether it's time to move on or not, is to connect with your soul family. Okay, and connecting with your soul family is finding like-minded people, finding things that you love to do. But definitely, Linda Hamilton, you need to really start looking at the area of special needs and the area of being a carer. So if you're not already in that area, then you need to definitely start looking in that area. Okay, so Linda, I hope that helps you. Like I said earlier, just give me a text or a message or later if you want further information on that, and there's no problem. I'll go through that with you. Lisa Ma, no, you haven't missed your card, love. There's one before you, and then I'll get to you, hon. So Maura and Irene, you had a question as well earlier. You logged on there just before we went live. So Maura, with regard to the situation that's coming up around you, the first thing I'm going to say to you is that you need to take a seat back. You need to definitely look at exactly what it is the situation is, because I feel as if there's toing and froing with you. But what's happening with you, Maura, is that and whatever you're in the middle of, there's no constructive work being done with it. So what needs to happen, Maura, is that you need to sit back, draw up a plan, because I don't feel as if you're getting the advice that you need to get on it, but also you're not getting all of the information. So what I want you to do, Maura, is I want you to make sure that you put in a very sound plan as to how you're going to get across this, and it's going to take a while. I feel in the next 6 months there'll be a lot of hardship with it, but there'll be a lot of work done. So constructive work on it, Maura, and make sure that you think seriously about how you're going to go about it. I don't think everything is going to come back to you, and I know you know what I mean about that, but it's about making sure that you get the best out of the situation. So it's about finding that inner peace with it and just accepting what things are and go with it, okay? So Maura, on that there's a card for you, and it's the World, and it's probably the best card in the deck, Maura. So a lot of good things coming, a lot of good energy coming your way, and there is a happy ending to it. So I just want you to persevere with it, a little bit of patience, Maura, around that situation as well. So just to make sure that you put down a plan on it, okay? And your card as well for today is take a breather, Maura. And just make sure that you take you bring your energy down in it, and make sure that you're not putting your all into it, okay? So hope that helps you, Maura. So Lisa Ma, your card for you today, that I'm getting for you is the Four of Michael, okay? And it's time for you to take a seat back, Lisa, and really trust your gut in a situation. I do feel that there's a job opportunity coming up in the new year for you, but I do feel there's a lot of study around it, okay? There's a need for getting extra sleep with you. But there's also, Lisa, there's a need for meditating. There's a need for really analysing what it is you want to do with your life, okay? I do feel that there's either a care assistant job coming up for you, or there's work in the caring industry around you as well. Now, caring for me, Lisa, could be anything from being a hairdresser to a beautician to a nurse, okay? So it's not necessarily in the hospital field, but I do feel that you need to be working with people and caring with people, Lisa, okay? But you need to slow down a little, Lisa, too. I feel you're totally up in the air with it, and you're not thinking clearly because you're so anxious about the whole situation. So making sure that you do some meditation, but also making sure, Lisa, that you're just not you're not feeling this anxiety, and you're not feeling all this, oh my God, I need to do it straight away. You need to stop, and you need to relax, and you need to take a seat back and say, right, what it is exactly I want to do. Okay, Lisa, your card for your guidance for today, your yes or no card, and what you need to do with the situation is it's not an emergency. Okay, and for me, it's not an emergency. It's all about knowing that you don't have to do everything straight away. You don't have to make sure that everything is done today. So take that seat back, take that bit of relaxation, do some meditation on it, and do meditation. And while you're meditating as well, Lisa, ask the question: what's my journey about? What is my career about? What am I supposed to be doing? Okay, and it will come to you, and you will see the signs popping up on notice boards, on your Facebook page. All this sort of stuff will start popping up around you. So you just need to take a seat back, Lisa, and relax with it. You'll know what to do when the time comes and when the time is right. You don't need to be rushing into it. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Lisa. All right, thanks, love. So Olive Palmer, hi hon, nice to see you on. If you want a card, Olive, just message card or Crystal down below, and I'll get one to you. So Leanne Wallace, you want a card as well, hon. So Lisa, or Leanne, your card is the Ace of Michael, hon. Okay, you're welcome, Lisa. Thanks a million. Leanne Wallace, your card is that there's a wonderful new idea, and I feel that there's so much excitement around you, Leanne. I feel like there's new beginnings. There's a lot of new stuff coming up around you, Leanne. One of your other cards is the Seven of Water, but it's about all of the new beginnings. There's chalices. There's beautiful abundance and happiness coming in for you. You need to stop overanalyzing whatever situation you're in at the moment and get clarity from others with regard to advice from others as to what's your next move. Okay, but make a choice on it, Leanne, and make sure that the choice is from your heart rather than from your head, because you've always gone with your head, but now you need to start working with whatever makes you happy. Okay, the Ace of Michael also comes that don't allow any bumps in the road or any little obstacles that come in your way to cause you major upsets, because they're only put in your way to challenge you. Okay, and a challenge is good. All right, so Leanne, I hope that helps you, hon. Okay, thanks a million. So Michelle Cleary, Michelle, I'm going to pick I don't know what to pick at the moment, because I feel like I'm all over the place with you, Michelle. There feels like there's like so much going on with you. So Michelle, your first card anyway, because I need to do 2 or 3 with you, Michelle, because there's first one is coming up is the Queen of Raphael. Okay, and the Queen of Raphael for me is about following your heart, but it's also about gathering information around you and gathering your loved ones around you, Michelle, because I feel as if there's a little bit of a rift, or there's a little bit of miscommunication coming up around you, where you're not seeing the point of view clearly. Okay, so what I want you to do, Michelle, is sit and today seems to be all about the people need to take a a back seat, and people need to take a little bit of rest and let the information come to them, okay? Because I think people are starting to rush around. I know that there's, with these restrictions being lifted, people are all of a sudden going, oh my God, I need to get this, this and this done. But you don't have to rush into it. Like, take a bit of time out and make sure that what you're looking at and what you're going doing is exactly what you want to do. But you need to start following your heart, Michelle, and just don't let it overrule your head and all the good information that comes in for you, because I feel you're a very logical person. So sometimes it's okay to kind of let go of the shore and drift a little and have a bit of fun, okay? Because I don't feel as if there's a lot of fun coming into your life at the moment. So what you need to do is make your own fun and make sure that you're doing exactly what you want to do, okay? I'm also going to, Michelle, pick a spirit animal card for you today. Okay, and it's the eagle spirit, which is beautiful for you. And the eagle spirit is all about, it's about soaring high, but it's all about knowing that we've got your back, okay? You're not on your own. You don't have to make decisions on your own. Look for advice from people that know what they're talking about, but also look for advice from people that have been in the situation that you're in, okay? So what you need to do is, it's almost like you need to take a step forward, but you need to take 2 steps back as well, Michelle, where you're not rushing ahead, because I feel like you're rushing into situations that are not benefiting you, but also you're not taking the time to breathe, okay? So make sure that you're doing that, okay, love? So hopefully that helps you, Michelle Cleary. So Sarah White, I have a card for you, dear. And Sarah, before I even look at it, I want to tell you, can you just stop and take a breath? And there's this anxiety coming up right through me at the moment, Sarah, for you. And what I want you to do is, I want you to do a box breath, okay? And for that, Sarah, what it is you take a breath in, count to 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4. And I want you to do this 4 times. And every time you feel that anxiety coming up around you, and every time you feel, oh my God, I have to make a decision today, I have to make it fast, I need to definitely be doing something, I can't even breathe because I'm moving so fast with you. So what needs to happen, Sarah, is you need to just take a chill pill, relax, and just go, okay, if it doesn't happen today, it's fine. And if I don't get everything done that I'm supposed to get done, and if the situation and if the new venture doesn't work out, and I feel like there's 3 new ventures on the cards for you, but what it is you can't see which one is going to work the best for you, because you're looking at all 3 together. So you need to just separate them out, make sure that you pick the one that you really want to do and really one that you love to do. But Sarah, it's about you now going, okay, I need to breathe for a little while. This anxiety will go. I feel like sometimes it's choking you, sometimes it makes you upset, and sometimes it's like you can't breathe because you cry so much. So all the tears, they need to be released, okay? And I know that a lot of it is because of loved ones that have passed, but they're still with you, okay? There's still so much around you, so they're guiding you, but you can't see what messages they're giving you because you're in such a rush to get to where you want to go, okay? You need to slow down, Sarah, and you'll see exactly where you want to be, okay? So I hope that helps you, Sarah. And just on that as well, Sarah, I want to pick a little yes and no card for you, and it's about give more, okay? And the give more card is all about just give a little bit more to yourself, okay? Thanks, Martina. Thanks for joining. But with you, Sarah, it's about making sure that you're giving a little bit more to yourself. It's not about giving stuff to everybody else. It's not about making sure that everybody else is looked after. This is a time for you, Sarah, where you take that little sit back and you say, right, okay, what does Sarah want? What does Sarah need? So it will work out. Your new year will be busy, but what it needs to be done is it needs to be busy doing stuff for you. Okay, and doing stuff that makes you happy. All right. So I hope that helps you, Sarah. But please do that box breath. Do the 4 in, hold for 4 and 4 out, because I really feel that you just need to breathe and get that anxiety away from you. Okay. So I hope that helps you, Sarah. Thanks for joining, love. So Brian White, Brian, a card for yourself is, Brian, the first card is the 2 of Ariel for you, hon. Okay. And Sarah, or Brian, this card is all about that it's important to have balance in your life. So I want you to take a little bit of rest. I feel like you're doing too much. I feel like you're up in your head, you're doing too much. There's a lot of thinking going on, but also it's just your energy level, I feel, is a little low at the moment, Brian. But what you need to start doing is it's like as if you're working on multiple projects and you're doing too much. So it's about making sure, Brian, that you make work a little fun, okay, and make it that you start doing stuff that you enjoy doing. I want you to start getting more out into the fresh air, more out doing stuff that you love to do in the fresh air, Brian. But also, it's about making sure that when you're feeling tired and when you're finding your energy level is getting a little low, it's okay to take a rest. Okay, it's okay to take time out for yourself and make sure that you're looked after. Okay, but Brian, there's a question in your mind, I feel, at the moment with regard to who's around you, and I know that your dad is like, he's 100% around you all the time. There's an awful lot of pride and conviction coming from him, that he's saying, you know, you're doing everything you need to do. You need to stop with this blame game as well. I feel as if you're holding onto emotions from the past, that you feel as if you could have done something different, or you could have made changes to that the situation would have come up in a different way, but you couldn't. Your dad is like completely adamant in saying that you did everything in your power to make sure that everything was working out the way it was supposed to. He's extremely happy with everything that you've done, so you need to make sure that you're not worrying unnecessarily about stuff like that. Okay, I pulled this card a little earlier for you as well, Brian. Okay, and it just so happens that it's Rebel. Okay, and I know that your dog in spirit is Rebel as well. So he's with your dad, and I want you to tell John that he's with your dad as well, so that that you know that he's safe. Okay, so Brian, I hope that helps you, hon. So take it easy, get some fun, but stop worrying about the past, Brian. Nothing you can do about it, love. All right, so Ellen, Kylie, Ellen, I'm for a card for yourself, hon. Okay, and Ellen, I hope your two boys are feeling a little better. I know they were feeling a bit off earlier. Ellen, an awful lot of study coming up for you, hon. An awful lot of it. New courses. And I don't want you to get all worked up about it, because I feel like you're going, oh Lord, I don't want to do any more study. Okay, but Ellen, what it is that it needs to be study around stuff that you love to do. Okay, but it's like you need to start taking pride as well, Ellen, in what you have already, because I don't think you give yourself enough credit. You don't give yourself that kind of like that heart healing. And I know that there's anxiety coming up for you, Ellen, but it's like I said to one of the girls there a while ago, this box spread, and I, like I said to you, either message me, and I said it to you earlier, Ellen, message me, and we'll do a video chat, and we'll do a little bit of that breathing exercises, just to get you, just to get that anxiety level coming down a little with you, okay? Don't be worrying about the study coming up for you, because I feel like it's going to come up for you with regard to something that you really love to do. Okay, there's also practice makes perfect as well, Ellen. So it's about just making sure that you settle down, do what you have to do, and then just say, you know what, I did a good job. Okay. As well as that, Ellen, there's a card called Balance coming up for you as well, and this card is also coming up for you around is that blending your ideas with the ideas of others. So I want you to start looking at other people in your circle that are doing things that you like to do, be it meditation circles or healing circles or anything like that. Okay, Ellen, but it's about now doing stuff that you really, really love to do. Okay, the power of what you want to do and the power of getting exactly what you want is in you, but what it is just making sure that you sit, you write down everything as well, write down things that you love to do. The ideas will pop up in front of you, Ellen. They will come up, and you're getting the signs already, you're getting all the information, you're just not seeing them. Okay, but they will start coming in. And like I said to you, Ellen, give me a shout if you want some help with that breathing technique, because I do feel you just need to breathe and let that go a little. Okay, love? So I hope that helps, Ellen. So Bridget Cronin, card for you next, Bridget. And Bridget, I'm drawn drawn to taking a crystal card for you first, okay? And the crystal card, Bridget, for you is the rose quartz. There's a beautiful, beautiful rose quartz, Bridget, is all about self-love. It's all about bringing all that appreciation into yourself, but it's also about rewarding yourself. It's like, you know, we give rewards to our kids for doing a good job, and we give rewards to our partners and our friends, and we congratulate everybody on, you know, a job well done. But when do we ever say, do you know what, oh my God, you did a great job, or I'm really proud of the way you did that, or I'm proud of what you did today. So for you, Bridget, it's about sitting back and saying, oh my God, you know what, I'm a good person, and I really do I appreciate myself. I'm strong. I'm ambitious. But it's about bringing all that positivity into your life and making sure, Bridget, that that you're giving yourself the appreciation that you deserve. Okay, so that's your rose quartz. But I want you to, if you don't have a rose quartz, Bridget, let me know, because I feel as if you need to have one under your pillow, or you need to have one in your bag. But you also need to make sure that you're giving yourself that bit of self-love. Okay, don't be giving all your energy away, and don't be giving all your love away. Keep a little bit for yourself. All right. So Bridget, your other card is the Queen of Ariel as well. Okay, hon. And the Queen of Ariel, and it's typical of the Queen of Ariel, is all about nurturing yourself and those you love, but it's the ability to make anything more beautiful. Okay, so it's about getting practical and wise advice from others, but just knowing that fill your heart with that love and nurture yourself. Okay, and it's about looking after yourself. I feel that there's some bit of thing going on with you at the moment with regard to your health, but I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to elaborate on it, but I just want you to start looking after yourself a little bit. Okay, so hope that helps you, Bridget, and thanks for joining me, love. Thanks, Kathleen Kinsella. I always can depend on you for a compliment. Isabel White. Isabel, I'm drawn first of all to the spirit animal card for you, love. And that spirit animal card for you is the peacock. Okay? And the peacock for you, Isabel, is all about letting it shine. It's about letting yourself shine. It's about, give yourself a clap on the back and let yourself know that you're beautiful. You have a beautiful heart. But also, Isabel, it's about looking within now and saying, okay, I've looked after everybody else and everybody else's needs, and I feel you've always made sure that everybody else was looked after first, but it's about now starting to make decisions as to what suits me, what can I do to bring what I want into my life. So it's not about pleasing everybody as well, it's about pleasing yourself for a change, because I feel like you're completely selfless. And you don't give yourself enough. So what I want you to start doing now, Isabel, is I want you to say, right, what does Isabel need? Okay, and go for what you need and what you want, rather than what you think everybody else needs. Okay, but you need to start letting that abilities that you have with regard to, and I feel like there's definitely that move on the cards with you, and I feel like March and April will be very good for you, Isabel, and it'll be very good with regard to a move. It'll be very good and it'll all come together. It'll all start making sense around February, and then all of a sudden in March and April you'll start flying. Okay, so I want you to make sure that you think seriously about what you want to do, because this almost feels like it's your job for life, the one that you're going to move on to. So it needs to be exactly what you want. Okay, Isabel? And your take it easy card for me today is open your heart, okay? And open your heart to endless possibilities coming in around you. And and I don't have to let you know that the butterflies in this are a complete symbol of your granddad. And Lily is like dancing around you on numerous occasions, so you need to make sure that you're letting them in, okay? And taking their advice too, and listen to the messages that you're getting, Isabel, because you're not listening. Okay, so hope that helps, Isabel. So Christine Goldsmith, Christine, beautiful card from you. It's the sun, hon. Okay, and it's all coming together, Christine. Everything that you need, everything that you want, everything that you've been manifesting. And I feel as if there's something that you manifested in the last while that you put a date like next June or August on it. But what I want to say to you is, Christine, it's coming way sooner than that, so you need to be ready. Okay, so I think February, March is definitely going to be around where you get almost like a light bulb moment for you, Christine, where you go, oh my God, that is exactly what I want to do. That's that's where I want to be. So life is wonderful with regard to the Sun card for you, Christine, but I want you to be prepared, and I want you to be ready sooner than you think you do. So whatever vision board you've been working on, and whatever manifesting that you have brought in for your that you want into your life, I want you to bring those dates closer, because I think you've spread them out too far, so that you've given yourself like a little bit of leeway, and you're not giving yourself the push that you actually need. So don't be taking it easy on yourself, because you need to push yourself a little harder, and you need to make sure that you're really getting the stuff done now rather than later, because once this opportunity comes up for you in March or April, Christine, you're going to need to fly with it, okay? Because it's going to come right at you. You need to use a little bit of, I want you to change your words a little bit as well, Christine, because I feel as if there's a little bit of not negativity, but there's like drama going on around you, where their negative words are seeping into your energy, because I know you're not a negative person by any shape, mean or form. But what I want you to do, Christine, is know who's around you and make sure that you're cutting that energy, that you're not bringing it home with you, because I do feel that there's this little bit of negativity just starting to creep in. But it's the aspiring and inspiring success. You're definitely going to be inspiring others, and you're definitely going to be working with groups of people as well, where your inspiration and your story is going to inspire them. Okay, so but Christine, I want you to rejig your vision board and bring those dates a little closer. Okay, and your take it easy card for me, as I call them, is love your body. Okay, and this is about looking at your reflection in the mirror and telling yourself how amazing you are. Okay, because you don't do it enough. All right, so hope that helps, Christine. Hi Linda, hope you got that there. You were the first on the group tonight, so if you want to play it back, you'll be able to get that, your reading there, hon. Lynn, you're not too late. I have you on the list for a card, hon. So next is Sylvia Nedka. You're welcome, Christine. Sylvia Netka, your card, love, first of all, is the 8 of Michael. And Sylvia, first of all, I want to make sure that you're feeling better, that your energy levels are up, because I know you had a little bit of a fall, so I want to just wish you well, and I'm sending lots of healing to you as well, hon. Okay, Sylvia, your card today is all about breaking free, hon. Okay, so whatever situation you're in, and whatever decisions that you're struggling with, you need to make a really courageous decision with this, Sylvia. But you also need to look within and say, what exactly do I want? Okay, I don't feel you're seeing things clearly. I think you've put a block up, Sylvia, where you're not really seeing what it is exactly you want. Okay, so Sylvia, whatever situation you're in, and I feel like this is around a relationship with you where you're not getting the best out of it, or you're not the most important person in your relationship. So what it is with you, Sylvia, is to make sure that you're number one, okay? But you need to be like really number one in your own book, but you need to be number one for everybody else as well, okay? So a little bit of heart healing going on around you as well, Sylvia. So it's about making sure that you look after yourself. I want you to start raising that energy by reading maybe a positivity book, and just even one positive affirmation in the mornings. And also a gratitude journal is also a really good thing for you, where you write down things that you're grateful for. But you need to be, when you're writing it down, Sylvia, I want you to be making sure that your name is at the top of that gratitude journal, where you're grateful for you and you're grateful for your beautiful heart. Okay, so with regard to your other cards, Sylvia, there's a lot of creativity coming up around you as well, hon. And that creativity needs to have an outlet, and it needs to be almost where you go, right, it's like there's a change of, not a change of job, but there's a change in direction, where you're being more creative, you're bringing more creative ideas into the work that you're doing already, okay? But it's allowing it to soar, and it's allowing yourself the freedom to bring that creativity in, okay? Do things that make you happy, do things that fuel your passion. You need to wake up in the morning, Sylvia, and go, oh my God, I'm so looking forward to what I'm doing today. You need to be excited. You need to have fun. You need to make sure that your day is as fun as what you are. You're a beautiful, beautiful person who needs to have that fun into their lives, okay? So make sure that you're bringing that in for yourself, okay, Sylvia? I hope that helps, hon. So Brenda Ryan, Brenda, the first one I'm getting for you is that there's a big change coming up for you, and I feel this is around your work, and around your career. And it's a really exciting new challenge for you, Brenda. So what it is that you have, like, you need to know, Brenda, as well, that you have what it takes to succeed. You have it all inside you with regard to what it is exactly you want to do. Your next part in your career, Brenda, needs to be something that makes you happy. Because I feel as if the job that you've been in at present, it's like as if you're stuck in a rut and you're kind of going, oh, I don't know whether this is for me or not. If it doesn't feel right, Brenda, then go with your gut instinct on it and make sure that you start doing what it is you want to do. If you're changing career, Brenda, and if you're moving in a new direction, and I do feel as if February you're going to start doing some learning with regard to a new direction, but I want you to make sure, Brenda, that you review any documents that you're signing, but I also want you to make sure that you dot the I's, cross the T's, make sure that everything is worked out in your favour. Because I do feel that there's like as if you're signing a contract, but it's for their benefit rather than for your benefit. So you do need to make sure that there's some little bits in there that'll benefit you as well. Okay, so with regard to your career, Brenda, I do see a new change around it, but I feel as if it's almost like a change in direction for you. It's like chalk and cheese. I feel like you've been doing carpentry and now you're going to be doing nursing, okay, or nail salon. It's like as if you need to change it up completely, where you're like going, oh yeah, I'm definitely doing something completely different. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Brenda. And Brenda, I'm just going to pull a spirit animal card for you, and the spirit animal is the beaver as well, okay? And the spirit animal for you is about, and this is about your career, is about laying a solid foundation. So I know there's concerns that if you change your job, that it feels like that there'll be consequences for others. But what it is now, Brenda, is that if you're happy in your job, that's all your family want. Okay, so just make sure that you build that solid foundation and make sure that you're looking after you. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Brenda. And Colette O'Sullivan, Colette, your card is next, hon. And Colette, it's beautiful, beautiful Ace of Ariel for you today. And Colette, it's like as if it's, I want to say hip hip hooray to you. It's like it's your lucky day. But there's all these, like, I'm hoping that you're manifesting with the new moon, Colette, because there feels like there's new opportunities, new positive energies coming, new resources, new support. There's all this change, and it feels like there's a promotion coming up, but it all feels like step by step, one after another, that there's so much coming in for you, but also like you need to also take a breather, Colette, and say, oh my God, there's so much coming in, so much going to happen in the new year. I need to take some time out for me now, and time for meditation, time for chilling, time for walking in the woods. Take off your shoes, really feel nature, and really get in tune with your inner self, Colette, where and I feel there's a lot of spirituality around you as well, Colette, where you need to look at working with your spirit guides, but also, Colette, that this change in direction and this opportunity that's coming up, I feel that it'll work very much in conjunction with whatever you're doing at the moment, but it's going to make you an awful lot happier. Okay, so I hope that helps, Colette, and I hope it makes sense to you. Your I don't even know the names of the card. Oh yeah, it's the answer is simple card. Is for Colette is you to drop it. Okay, so it's drop whatever you're doing at the moment. Take some time out, and then you'll see clearly exactly what's going to come in for you. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Colette. Thanks for joining on. Brenda, you're very welcome, hon. Carmel Danaher, your card is next, hon, and it's the 10 of Raphael. Okay, and Carmel, it's like I feel as if you should almost write a love letter to yourself. And give yourself a little bit of self-love and a bit of self-healing, and I don't feel as if that there's enough people telling you how important you are, or you're not telling yourself how important you are. But it's about gathering all those, and it's like as if you've got this wide range of friends that are they're almost pulling you in different directions, Carmel. But what it is I want you to gather the very special people that are in your family and your family circle. And your family, I mean your friends, your not necessarily your blood family. But what it is, Carmel, is about gathering the people that matter and the people that you matter to around you into your inner circle. Okay, and make sure that it's like happily ever after for you. So it's just it's all about self-love for you, Carmel, and it's all about making sure that you're making a difference in your life. Okay, with regard to the new year for you, Carmel, is that you need to start planning for long-term commitments, because I do feel like there's abundance of choices, but they feel as if they're in the past. So what I want you to start doing is be proud of what you've done in the past, Carmel, but say, okay, now what's next? Because I feel like there's a new journey, a new project, like a new venture, but you want to be a little bit patient with it. But what I want you to do is just to have your plan ready, because when things start moving and when things start working out for you, that it's going to be time to just really bring them in. Okay, but you need to really start making a plan. It's like it's almost I said to somebody earlier today about making a contract with themselves. So it's about writing down everything that you want, but writing down what you're committing to yourself, and making sure that you're signing it, you're dating it, and there has to be consequences if you don't do what's in your contract. Okay, so it's about making sure that you leave go any of the past choices that you've made, and make sure that you start bringing in all the love and all of the long-term solutions that are coming towards you. There's a lot of positivity coming into your new year as well, Carmel. So, and I want to say, have a little patience until like after Paddy's Day, where things will start picking up, because I feel that's when your energy level picks up as well, that time of the year, kind of spring into summer. So when that happens, you need to be making your plans for that time of the year rather than at times of the year where you feel at your lowest. So I wouldn't be making plans for like October, November, if I was you, Carmel. I want you to start making plans for when your energy levels are up, which is always, I feel, around May or June. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Carmel. So Moth Angel, Moth, your card is the Two of Raphael, hun. Okay, and Moth, this is about being dedicated to creating something wonderful in your life. Okay, it's about not giving up on those you love. First of all, I feel like there's been a little bit of a rift going on with regard to some people in your family. Some of them, unfortunately, Moff, what happens is sometimes we have to let go of people that are not in it for us, and that sometimes we have to let go of people that are and situations as well that are not necessarily for our best benefit. So I want you to really concentrate, Moff, on your life and what's best for you. And also, don't give up on you, because I feel like your energy has been low and you've been saying, oh, I'm no good at this. I want you to change your words around. It's not that you're no good at something, Moff. What it is that it's not for you. And it's about making sure that you start doing things that are for you, okay? But it's also this creativity that's coming up around you as well. I want you to start drawing. I want you to start listening to music. I want you to start bringing that fun element back into your life again. Dance like nobody's watching. Make sure that you're bringing all that bringing your energy level back up again, because, and I know this COVID and everything around it has been a little bit of a Debbie Downer for a lot of us with regard to our energy, but there are ways of renewing our energy, and it has been almost an opportunity for us to sit back and take almost heed and take notice of what it is we need to start bringing into our lives. So for you, Moff, it's about making sure that you're just bringing that energy level back up again, okay? And your spirit animal today, Moff, is the dolphin, and the dolphin for me is that it's like almost going, this is true, that's true, this is true, that's true. But it's like going, what's the truth within you? Where do you see yourself? Because I feel like there's changes coming up around you in the new year, but it's about making sure that they're changes for your best interest. Okay? speak your truth, because it's as well as that you're not speaking up for yourself. So if you don't have a sodalite crystal, Muff, I need you to get one. If you can't get one, let me know, I'll get one to you. But it's about speaking your truth and speaking up for yourself and standing up for yourself and having the confidence to say, this is what I love to do, this is where I am in my life, and this is what's going to make me happy. So it's all about you now, Muff, and it's about making sure that you really go for it. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Muff. Sandra O'Reilly, Sandra, your card is next, hon. And Sandra, your card is the Tree of Michael. And Sandra, for some strange reason, I feel like as if Archangel Michael has just walked in and he has just stood behind me, and he's given me this push to say, come on, do what you have to do. Okay, so whatever it is that's going on in your life, Sandra, and whatever it is that's happened in the past, and I feel like in the last 3 to 4 years there's been a bit of upheaval around you where you've almost lost your confidence and you've lost your way a little. But I'm not one that says that time heals all wounds, but time heals some wounds. Okay, so this past hurt that's coming up around you, and this negative energy that has been creeping in around you, Sandra, I want you to start releasing the past. If you go back on a few of my past videos, Sandra, you'll find one where I did a meditation. It's one of the very first ones that I did. You'll find one that I did a meditation on letting go. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll send it to you. Okay, because I feel with you it's about letting go past hurts, but it's also about forgiving, and it's about forgiving yourself, not forgiving others, but forgiving yourself for allowing others to treat you in a certain way. Okay, but it's definitely about you just releasing the past, Sandra, and not bringing it forward, because it's almost like it's repetition with you. I'm never going to do that again, and then all of a sudden 6 months later you find that you're doing exactly the same thing again, and this is happening because you're not releasing it and you're not letting go of what it is that has hurt you in the past. So we do it on repeat. We continuously redo everything from our past if we don't let it go. Okay, the answer is simple card for you, Sandra, is to stick with it. Okay, so whatever it is you're working on, and it feels like it's a trudge and it feels like it's like almost boring at the moment, so what I want you to start doing is making sure that you get the guts, you get the gumption, stick with it, because your journey is going this way, and it needs to be what exactly you want. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Sandra, and thanks for joining up. So Minnie O'Donnell, your card is next, son. And Minnie, your card is the Emperor. Okay, hon? And Minnie, this card is all about you. I want you to, it's almost like you need to, Minnie, stand up and be counted. It's like as if there's a crowd in the room, and you're not being seen, you're not being heard, your opinion isn't being voiced. So what it is about open up that mouth, and I feel as if you can sing. I feel there's a beautiful energy around you as well, Minnie, and I feel like this male is either a cousin or a brother, but he feels like he wants to give you like this big shove and go, come on, you can do what you want to do. Okay, but it's about now saying, you know what, it's stability, it's efficiency, but it's also about taking charge of the situation. And I want you to, if you've got plans that you're working on at the moment, Minnie, I want you to say to yourself, are they ambitious enough? Are they going to get me to where I want to be? Because what's happening, Minnie, is that it's not as if you're taking the easy way out. That's not what it is. What it is that you're not aiming high enough, because you don't recognize your abilities, and you don't recognize this beautiful energy that you have within you. So it's about aiming high. It's about making sure that you reach for the stars, because you can do so much more than what you give yourself credit for, and you need to make sure that you're doing that. Okay, so it's about just make your plans, whatever plans you have another look at them and make sure that they're very ambitious. Okay, so Minnie, the answer is simple card for you is to seek an expert. Okay, so I want you to surround yourself with people that know what they're talking about and know what they're doing, and then go with it. Okay, so hope that helps, Minnie. So Jessica Higgins, your card is next there, and Jessica, your card is the Queen of Michael. Okay, and I know there's a few of you on, but I'll get to you as soon as possible. I just appreciate the patience, and we will get there. Okay, so Jessica, your card, the Queen of Michael, love. And the Queen of Michael is all about, it's like what's keeping you, what's holding you back. You know exactly what you want out of life, you know. And I feel you've got your plans, you've made them, and you're a very logical person. You're a person that loves to make lists. You probably love to make vision boards and positivity boards, but then you don't follow through with them. Okay, so what you need to do is make sure that whatever plans you have, you know exactly what you want to do. People will benefit. People will benefit from your expertise as well and your experience. So I feel like some of the things that have happened to you in your past, Jessica, are things that you now need to go on and help others with. So counselling comes up very strong around you, where you need to be using your past experiences to help others. But also, Jessica, what it is that you need to let go of the past love. It's dragging you down. It's making you feel as if you're not worth it, but you are. You've a beautiful soul, and you just need to believe in yourself, Jessica. This card is all about that you know exactly what you want to do, and you know exactly where you want to go, but you just need the guts and the gumption to take the first move. Okay, doesn't matter what other people think, Jessica. It's about you, and it's about making sure that you know what you want. Okay, so I hope that helps. And Jessica, your spirit animal card is the owl spirit. The beautiful owl is letting you know that you can see clearly now. Okay, the owl is very wise, so it's about using that wisdom and using that experience and using that beautiful connectivity you have to spirit and to angels to work with it. Okay, so I hope that helps, Jessica, and thanks for joining me. So Laura Mullins, you're next there. So Laura, your card is the strength card, Laura. Okay, and Laura, this card for you is that I feel, Laura, that there's been times in the past where it's almost like I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to feel what I'm feeling. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety coming up around you, Laura. But there's also this messing going on in your head where you're overthinking, overanalyzing, not seeing things clearly. Okay, so I want you to do a practice for me, Laura. I want you to start writing down all of your ideas, because I feel like you're very creative. I feel as if that there's a lot of good ideas in the back of your head, but you're not letting yourself voice them because you're thinking, oh well, somebody might think that's a stupid idea. It doesn't matter, just voice them, because you have the strength. You have a beautiful male in spirit as well, Laura, that feels like he just wants to wrap his arms around you and give you a hug and give you the strength. And it feels like really strong gentleman who he's like saying, oh my God, you have it, just go and do it. But it's about now getting that self-confidence up, okay, and making sure that you're doing exactly what you love to do. Laura, one of your other cards as well is embracing true love and deep connections, okay. But it's about making choices from your heart as well. And it's definitely about getting out of your head, Laura, because what you're doing is like I said, you're over-analysing it. But once you write things down, it becomes clearer. So I want you to write down your ideas. I want you to write down things that you love to do. But Laura, it's really what it is. It's about making sure that you now do what comes from your heart, okay? And what I've always said to people is that if your ideas and if your energy and if all of that comes from here, instead of from here, then you can't go far wrong. Because if we give with so much love and so much energy and so much loving energy, you're giving it as best that you can. So, and that's all we can do. Nobody expects anything more, Laura, of you than your best. So stop being so tough on yourself and stop being so hit up in your head that you're missing the opportunities and you're missing the possibilities. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Laura. And the answer is simple card as well, as is to blow off a little bit of steam. Okay, and this is like coming out of the head. Get out of your head, Laura, and just make sure that it's like the steam engine. Choop choop, let it out. Okay, and just make sure that you're letting out that energy. Okay, so do something that you love to do. Do something energetic that will just get the energy going. Okay, I hope that helps, Laura. Thanks for joining on. So Lynn Wemys, thanks for joining me, love, and I'm going to pull a card for you as well. So Lynn, your first of all, your card is, and this is hilarious for you, Lynn, because I know that you're so spiritually connected, and you're so connected to spirit, but you have this block up where you're going, I can't do it, I'm not getting messages, I'm not doing this. But Lynn, what it is just ask your angels, okay? Ask them. They're giving you the information. They're like so worked up, and they're so excited, and they're so ready, and they're so willing to give you all of the information you need. But it's also about surrounding yourself with helpful people, Lynn, that will lessen your load, because it's like you're like juggling at the moment, and you're not taking the rest. But what you're doing is you're working too many hours. You're not getting the rest that you need. You're waking at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and even though you feel like your spirit guides and your angels aren't working with you, they're waking you at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning for a reason, Lynn. Okay, they want you to get working, they want you to get moving, but you're also trying. What you're doing is you're trying too hard to please others, and you're not getting the appreciation for it, because you're not giving yourself the appreciation. So you have to love yourself first. You have to appreciate yourself first. But I'm going to do some little bit of work with you, I know anyway, Lynn. So we'll talk again later on it, with regard to making sure that you're getting your spirit guides and getting the information in from them, because they definitely want to work with you. You're just blocking it off. Okay, so we'll get there. Okay, so thanks, Lynn. So Breda O'Donnell, Breda, your first card this evening I wanted to do was the spirit animal, okay? And Breda, there's so much love and energy around you, and your spirit animal is the nightingale, okay? And the nightingale spirit is about letting you know that there's love around you, that there's beautiful energies around you, and I feel like there's this beautiful lady who comes in around me, who wants you to say thank you. She wants to say thank you for the way you looked after her, and it's she keeps rubbing her hands and letting me know that she's that you cared for her. And anytime I see hands, is that you're doing caring and you're doing beautiful work. So what it is with you, Breda, is to keep doing what you're doing. That beautiful energetic work that you're doing, Breda, is a blessing to an awful lot of people, okay? So continue being that blessing, but just make sure that you're taking a little bit of time out for yourself as well, Breda. I feel like there's either a new opportunity coming up for you as well in January, February, where you'll be able to take a little bit of a seat back, and you'll be able to take a little bit more rest. So I feel as if you might be taking down your hours, or that you're just going to take a little bit of time out for you, okay? And it's going to be well deserved, and it's not going to stop you from doing anything, but what it will do for you, Breda, it will actually let you think about what's your next step and what exactly you want to do with your life, okay? And your beautiful card here is the Magician, Breda. Okay, and the Magician is all about that you can manifest anything that you want into your life. Okay, and what you want will magically appear. You just need to look for the signs, Breda. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Okay, thanks a million, love. Lynn, you're very welcome. Yeah, it made me chuckle when I looked at it too, love. Sarah Jane, no, you're not too late. We can put you on the list there, love. No problem. Who am I next? I have Annie McGrath. So Annie, your card is perspective, hun. Okay? And Annie, for me, this card is that there's a better way of looking at the situation. You need to pause for reflection, but also I want you to be different, Annie. You're a very unique person, but sometimes I feel as if you might be following the crowd and doing what people want you to do, and making decisions around what you think people would actually want you to do. But it's about sitting back a little, Annie, and saying, okay, this is the situation in front of me. This is what needs to be the outcome of it. So that's not working at the moment. So what other things can I be doing to make it work better? Okay. And I feel this is definitely around you helping others. And I feel there's a whole opportunity, of work coming up for you, Annie, where you will use past experience, past life hurts, past situations where you will help others. And I can't wait for that to happen, because I know that you have this beautiful soul and you have a beautiful heart. And Annie, it's about like coming out of yourself a little bit and seeing things from the perspective of others, where, you know, how can I help people now? Okay. Because I know that, feel that by helping others is going to help you in the long run. Okay, so it's about making sure that you see that there is a better way of going about the situation that you're in at the moment, but also using it to your advantage to help other people. Okay, and Annie, the answer is simple card for you is to thank God. Okay, and thank God that for what's coming. Okay, and thank him also, because I feel like there's such an energy around you, that, you know, it's like, and I feel Brian around me so often when I'm sitting in this room, where he's constantly throwing pink roses at me, and it's not even at me, it's at me for you, where he's grateful for everything that you're doing. He's grateful that you're keeping his memory alive, and he's grateful that you're constantly reminding everybody about him. And don't stop doing that, okay? And don't ever let anybody tell you that, you know, that you're overdoing things, or that you're not. You're just spreading that beautiful energy that he would love to continue, because his energy was amazing. So and I'm going to try and do it, and you try and do it, that we just keep his energy up, by just talking about him all of the time. Okay, so I hope that helps, love. All right, and take care of yourself. So Sarah Jane Miles, your card is next. And Sarah Jane, your card is the 10 of Michael. Okay? And Sarah Jane, it's like, I just want to do this. I want to take a bow. I want to say whatever is going on, whatever has been going on with you, it's coming to an end. And I can hear you almost going, oh, thanks be to God, it's over. Everything is being sorted out. You're finally free of the situation. There are new opportunities for happiness, new opportunities for abundance, new opportunities all coming your way, okay? But in order for that to happen, Sarah Jane, what you need to do is you need to let go of the past. Stop dragging it in. I've said it to a few people here this afternoon, where we need to start loving ourselves. We need to start looking in the mirror, telling ourselves we're amazing. We need to make sure that we're giving ourselves the energy that we want, that we need in our lives. Okay, so it's about just letting go. And I feel, Sarah Jane, that there's been situations in the last few years where, because my heart hurts for you, and my heart is sore, where it's whatever has happened in your past, Sarah Jane. There's been such this heart hurt that needs healing, okay? And the healing is coming, okay? And I know you've been like, oh my God, I've waited forever for things to start working out. Believe they are, okay, Sarah Jane. They are working out. They are coming through, and they will start to work into your advantage, okay? I want you to the only way that you can see these new opportunities, Sarah Jane, and the only way you can find the possibilities and see them coming towards you, is if you release that past, because you're so fixated on things that have happened in the past, and ifs and buts and pots and pans and shoulda, woulda, coulda. You're not seeing the true picture, and you're not seeing the opportunities that are landing right in front of you, okay? They can't get these opportunities any closer to you, okay? They're putting them in front of you. You're looking at them and you're going, oh my God, I don't think I could do that. You need to have the guts. You need to have the garter. You need to say, right, I can do it. I have the support of my beautiful angels and spirits and loved ones in spirit that are guarding me and just guiding me and doing everything that I need to do. Okay, so Sarah Jane, I want you to have the guts. I want you to have the confidence. I want you to make sure that you're just getting out there and doing exactly what makes you tick. Okay, because you're not doing what makes you what you love to do. Okay, your spirit animal card, Sarah Jane, is the dog spirit. And the dog spirit is about you being loyal to your past, but also you need to be faithful to your future. Okay, so I hope that helps you, love. All right, so take care. Marion Hickey, I'm drawn to about 10 cards for you at the moment, because I'm like going, what is going on with this girl? Okay, so I'm going to go with the spirit animal first, okay? And Marion, the spirit animal for you is like, hello, the squirrel. And the squirrel, Marion, for you is to believe in yourself. Janine Buck, yeah, your name is on the list, love, yeah. So Marion, your squirrel animal is all about believing in yourself. It's about, and I'm telling you, we need to start working. We need to get going. We've been sitting back now, and I know the COVID hasn't been allowing us to work, but it's allowing us to work if we need to. Okay, so you need to get out there. You need to definitely, I want you to contact me this evening. I don't want you to wait until tomorrow. Marion, I want you to contact me this evening because I have some homework for you to do, and I have some bits and pieces for you to do. So you need to get back working. Okay, I know you're missing the groups. So let's get working, but we're going to start this evening. Okay, but this belief in yourself, Marion, is that, and it's all about your family. It's about making sure that you believe that you're the rock, and it doesn't matter what goes down or what happens. You need to believe that you're the rock that holds them all together. Okay, so have faith in yourself, Marion. There is a strength within you that you haven't even started to release. So it's about making sure now that you believe it, but also the squirrel also, like he's a gatherer, so it's about gathering all your information so that as soon as this lockdown lifts a little, once you've gathered all that information, you're going to fly. Okay, because you're well able, you are so spiritually connected, you're a beautiful medium, you're a beautiful psychic, and you just need to get working. Okay, Marion, and your Knight of Michael card, Marion, is all about time to move quickly. Okay, choose logic over emotion, and there's going to be sudden changes, so you need to be ready. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Marion. Thanks a million, hon. So Pauline Quartz. Pauline, your card first of all is the Justice card. Okay, and Pauline, this card is all about, it's not about necessarily, going to a court and finding justice there. What it is about, I feel that you're one of these people, Pauline, that is fair in every situation. Okay, except when it comes to matters of the heart for yourself. Okay, so you can be like, if there's a situation, if a situation comes up in front of you at work, Pauline, or if a situation comes up for you around your family, you are so well able to work everything fairly for everybody else, and you're always it's like you're the peacekeeper, that there's a rift going on and you're stuck in the middle of it, and you're always the one that has to keep the peace, making sure that everybody's treated fairly. So it's about time now, Pauline, that you need to say, okay, what about me? All right, and what about my feelings? And because regardless of what situations go on around you, unless you start really feeling that fairness within yourself, then you're at nothing. Okay, because you can't work in a situation where you have to deal with an awful lot of people that are out of sorts with each other. And I feel like if you're not counselling, Pauline, then you need to start counselling, because there feels as if you need to be healing by talking, you need to be healing by listening, you need to be working with people in such a way that they're hearing you and you're hearing their voice, and that you're working around them in that way. Okay, but it's about you now not giving up. Work things out in as fair a possible way as possible, but don't give up on yourself, because you have this beautiful energy within you that just needs a little bit of tweaking, and you'll be amazed at what you can do. Okay, Pauline, I still feel that if there's anything that I can do to help, or if there's any guidance or advice that you're particularly looking for, because I feel as if there's something coming up for you that you can't openly ask about on here. So if there is, just know that you have a safe space with me. And if there is a question that you need to ask afterwards, please don't hesitate to message me to ask it, okay? And I'll do my best to give you a bit of guidance on it. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Pauline. So Josephine Coughlin, your next one. So Josephine, your first card is the Tree of Gabriel, okay? And the Tree of Gabriel, for you, Josephine, is, sorry now, Josephine. The Tree of Gabriel is, okay, sorry, Josephine, I got distracted there. I just needed to scroll up to see what was going on. There's a beautiful card for you, Josephine, with regard to this prosperity arising from wise planning. And I know we've been working a lot on this, where there's a lot of plans coming forth, and there's a lot of information being thrown at you at the moment. Okay, so what it is now, it's time to take the next step. And I know that you're holding back a little bit, Josephine, because you feel like the time isn't like yes, the time is ready, but it's like there's a little bit of to and fro where you're going to go, oh my God, yes, I'm going to definitely do it today. And then you're going back, oh no, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. So I don't want you putting off to tomorrow what can be done today. Okay. I am going to be chasing you for information in the next few days. So you're definitely going to need to get working on that. Okay. I want you to keep that optimism up as well, Josephine, because you've been very much optimistic and energetic about the whole thing, but sometimes your energy waves a little. So what I want you to make sure is just keep that optimism up, keep that energy up. And in order to do that, I want you to start meditating now, because and meditating in a different way for you, Josephine, because I know that you've often meditated with regard to meeting your guides and meeting your spirit animals and your spirit guides. But what I want you to do now is I want you to do some meditation for raising your vibrations, lifting your energy, and making sure that and I want you to continue keep writing everything down, because there seems to have been like a little bit of a lull in the last few days in your energy, where you're kind of gone a little, I won't say backwards, but you're gone a little bit where you're kind of going, okay, I'm just going to sit with that for a little while. I don't want you sitting with anything. I want you doing. Okay, so what you need to make sure is keep the plans moving, keep making sure, because everything is coming from this plan. Okay, the plan that you worked out in the last few weeks, everything depends on that. Okay, so you need to make sure that it is exactly the way you want it to be, because that's what's going to be the rest of your life. Okay, so it has to be exactly as you see it. Okay, so Josephine, I hope that helps. So Josephine, your spirit animal card today is the turtle spirit, and the turtle spirit is saying, slow and steady wins the race. Okay, and for you, Josephine, is that I want to say it's the complete opposite. Okay, so the turtle energy coming for you is saying, don't do what I say. Okay, or don't do what I do. Okay, think of it as the tortoise and the hare rather than the turtle. Okay, because I want you to start charging ahead now with your plans. Okay, and making sure that you're doing what you're doing. Okay, hopefully that helps you, Josephine. So Janine Buck, you're next, love. Janine, thanks for joining and thanks for your patience, because I think I might have missed you up a little bit. But I appreciate your hanging in there. So Janine, your first card is the Seven of Michael. Okay, and you're welcome, Pauline. So Janine, I feel like there's a load of energy, or there's a load of information coming up for me for you with regard to a need to move on, a need to start doing things for yourself. And I know that you've definitely started. It's like as if you're like this power tool where everything that you do for yourself. And I know that you're a very strong lady, and I take that from your beautiful dad that's in energy around you. And oh my God, he's like a bulldozer, Janine, where he's like, he's running in past me going, tell her to do it, tell her to get going, tell her to start moving. And I want you to, Janine, I don't know, it's like as if you need to do this work. You need to start working with your spirituality. You need to start working with this beautiful caring energy that you have. You need to start healing people. You need to start working with people. You need to start helping people, because your dad is like going, you are now at a stage where you're good, where your energy is good, and where you're able, and you're so able to do everything for yourself. So he said, why are you keeping that all in? You need to be helping others. You need to be getting out there. And he said, stop cocooning a little as well, because he said, yeah, you're able to do all of the jobs and you're able to do all the fixer-uppers that you need to do, but what you're not doing is you're not spreading that wealth of energy and wealth of healing that you have, Janine. So give me a buzz if you want some extra guidance on it, Janine. But I really want you to start thinking about what it is exactly. Like everybody says, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I'm sure in 2015, We didn't say, well, we'd be in lockdown for a full 12 months when I saw myself in 5 years. But where do you see yourself in 5 years, Janine? Do you see yourself helping other people, or do you see yourself still sitting, waiting for somebody to give you extra guidance? Because you have it. You have the messages, you have the abilities, you have the strength, you have the conviction, you have everything that you need, Janine. You just need a little bit of guts to say, I don't care what other people think. So I'm going to do what it is exactly I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Janine, your spirit animal card today as well is the hawk. Okay. And the hawk is beautiful because the hawk comes in to let spirit be your guide. So I want you to listen to those messages you're getting from your beautiful dad. I want you to listen to the messages you're getting from your spirit guide. Send me a message, Janine, if you need any help with regard to connecting with your spirit guide, and for any meditation that you need in that direction, because I feel like they've got so many messages for you. They've got so much information for you with regard to where you're supposed to go next. So we really need to be connecting with them. Okay, I hope that helps, Janine. So Kelly Moriarty, you're next, hon. You're welcome, Josephine. So Kelly Moriarty. Kelly, your card is the Four of Michael. Okay, and Kelly, this card is all about, Kelly, I want to breathe. Okay. And Kelly, what it is about, I want you to find a quiet space. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to just take a deep breath in. And then I want you to ask your guides. I want you to ask your spirits. I want you to ask your beautiful loved ones in spirit, what's next for me? Because you're so busy, Kelly, looking after everybody else, that you need to breathe, you need to rest, you need to, like my special place is down in St. Fanahan's Well, okay, and you need to make sure that you find a space, Kelly, where, I just want to take time out, and I want you to just take that energy level down a little, because it's like you're a little busy little bee where you're just not seeing the potential in you. You're not seeing your abilities. You're not seeing exactly what it is you can do, because there's a need for sleep within you, and there's a need for relieving of stress, and it's not even your stress. I feel, Kelly, I feel it's stress from other people, but you're so good, Kelly, at helping other people and at generating this goodwill towards others, that, Kelly, what happens is that you're just not looking after yourself, love, and you're not getting that peace of mind where everything's going to work out, because everything is going to work out for you, Kelly, but it's just taking that time out and taking that time to breathe. And if I can help you with meditations even, Kelly, just message me, because I feel that it's not even that you're lost. It's like as if I don't know what to do with myself, but it's because you're doing everything for everybody else that you've lost that inner peace where you've gone, do you know what? It's me time, and it's time for me to make sure that I look after me. Okay, but Kelly, just make sure that you take that time out, hon. All right, and it's beautiful. Your beautiful card here is the Wise Counsel as well. Okay, and Kelly, what that's about is about building yourself and surrounding yourself with spiritually minded people, first of all, but like-minded people that can help you and that can bring your energy levels up as well. And it's about asking for help when you need it. You don't need to be doing everything yourself, and you don't need to be doing everything for everybody else yourself. So it's about making sure, Kelly, that, take that time. You have a beautiful heart, you have a beautiful energy, and it's the people that are in your circle are lucky to have you, and you don't give yourself that credit, and you don't give yourself enough appreciation for yourself. So for everybody, Kelly, for everybody that's in your life, I'm saying thank you, okay? Because you are such a beautiful, helpful person, but you're just you're not taking the appreciation. People are thanking you, and people are showing you appreciation, but you're going, oh yeah, it's all right, don't worry about it. You need to take the appreciation and know that you're appreciated, and know that you're a good person, okay? So I hope that helps you, Kelly, but please take some time out for you, okay? Sorry, now just noticed that my battery level is going a little low. And I just, because I hadn't switched on my power bank. No, we're good now. We're bang on in. Sorry about that. Needed to charge myself up there. And Marie O'Brien, your card is next, dear. Janine, you're so welcome, and yeah, your dad made me smile too. He's one of the good guys. So just know that his blessings are all around you, love. So Anne Marie O'Brien, your card is the Two of Gabriel, okay? And Anne Marie, it's a time for you to get moving, hon. It's like as if I have the weight of the world on my shoulders now at the moment, and I'm kind of going, okay, what do I need to do? Anne Marie, whatever choices are coming up for you, whatever it is you've started figuring out for yourself, okay? What I want you to start doing is making sure that you're looking after you, okay? But what you do need to do is go with your choices, Anne Marie. Go with what is, and I feel like they're bold and ambitious choices as well for you, Anne Marie. I feel like they're not run of the mill, they're not ordinary, because you're not a run of the mill ordinary person, Anne Marie. You're very special, you're very unique, but you don't give yourself that credit where you know that you're doing all the stuff that you need to do. You need to also gather yourself with important people around you, Anne Marie. Where you're not, there's certain people around you, Anne Marie, where that are not necessarily in for your good, okay? And what's happening is that they're taking energy from you. They're not necessarily doing all the good things that you need in your life, okay? But what I want you to start doing is I want you to almost meditate, Anne Marie, where you find what it is exactly you want to do. I feel like there's all these ideas floating around in your head, and you're kind of going in a situation where you're like going, I have so many ideas, I have so many bright ideas, I actually can't see exactly what I want to do. So I need you to slow down first of all, Anne Marie. I want you to meditate where you're not overthinking or overanalyzing the situation, because what's happening is you have all these bright ideas and then you start talking about them to other people, okay? And then because you're overanalyzing them, and because you're second guessing yourself, and because you're overthinking the situation, what's happening is those other people have already started doing what you were hoping to do, because they're quicker off the mark. They're ready to go. So you need to make sure that keep your cards close to your chest a little with regard to whatever ambitious choices you have coming up or whatever ideas you have coming up. But know as well, Anne Marie, that you have this fabulous positive progress is possible for you if you just set your mind to it, and if you just go with your gut in it, okay? So I want you to make sure that, Anne Marie, that you're doing what it is you love to do, okay? What I want you also to do, Anne Marie, is call your spirit home. Okay, so your loved ones in spirit, and I feel like there's many of them that want to help you, but also it's about talking to your angels. It's like make yourself a little worry box, Anne Marie, where you write down worries, you write down your decisions, you write down things that you've got to make choices about, and then you put them in the box, and then a month later you look at them and you go, oh, okay, now I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so it's about seeing those messages, seeing that guidance that you're getting, and going with it, okay? And if I can give you any help on it, Anne Marie, just give me a message and I'll give you some help on it, okay? So hope that helps, hon. So Ger Hartigan, Ger, your card is next up, and your card is the Page of Gabriel. Kelly, you're very welcome. And yeah, we'll definitely do a meditation class, okay? Ger, your card is the Page of Gabriel, and it's about. Gerald, I feel that there's so much hurt around you, and there's this energy where you feel as if you haven't been good enough, or you haven't felt as if you were. It's like as if you're almost afraid to take pride in things that you do, in case people think that you're, oh my God, isn't she full of herself? Because like she keeps saying that she's like so proud of the way she works. Be proud of who you are, Ger, and be proud of, and stand up and say, this is me. And it's one of the most difficult things for us to learn. But what we have to do sometimes is we need to stand up and be counted. And it took me an awful long time, Ger, to stand up and say, you know what? I appreciate myself. okay, and that I'm a good person. So Ger, I want you to practice it. I want you to look in the mirror and tell yourself, you know, make a list of all of the things that you've done in the past. Make a list of all of the things that you've brought into your life, that you've brought into other people's life. And I feel like there's a beautiful caring nature around you, Ger. So I'm not sure whether you're in a caring field, but if you're not, you definitely need to do something with regard to people and helping others, because it needs to be something that you're passionate about. And I feel like you're passionate about the helping of others and the guidance of others. So it's about you're ready for the challenge, and you need to make sure that you're going forward with it, because these opportunities for excitement and the opportunities for adventure and the opportunities for moving yourself forward are all there right in front of you. I feel that I want to say June, July is very important around you. So it's like as if there's either an anniversary or a birthday around June, end of June, start of July, where and this person in spirit is is pushing me in the back, because I'm telling you, I'm feeling it. Where I have this, it's almost like I have a pain right down through my shoulder blades, where there's somebody going, come on, move. So you need to just give yourself a push, give yourself that energy, big energy lift that you need to move forward, because you need to be doing a job that you're absolutely passionate about. And if you're not in that at the moment, then you need to be looking at it, what it is exactly you want to do. Okay, so I hope that helps, Ger. And your spirit animal, Ger, is, and it's a beautiful one because it's the bat. Okay, and the bat, Ger, for me is all about new beginnings, rebirth, changing, new opportunities, new possibilities. It's just everything that you want is coming right at you, but you just need to believe it, and you need to believe in yourself, because I don't feel you believe in that beautiful person that you are right deep within, where you need to just let it out and let other people see it, because you have the ability to change people's lives, and I can't wait for you to start doing it. Okay, Ger, so I hope that helps you on. So Tina K plus, Tina, thanks for your patience. I know that you've been there for a while, so thanks for hanging on there. So Tina, your card is the High Priestess, and Tina, I needn't tell you that, and it's almost like I want to give you a lecture, because it's like the powerful psychic insights, all the reflection that you do and all the work that you do on yourself it's not even coming to fruition. It's like out there where you're totally surrounded, you're totally supported, it's like it's all the valuable information. And I feel like there's more learning coming up for you as well, Tina, where there's a new course, and it's like you need to open yourself up a little bit, because you're a very unique person, Tina. So I don't want you doing what everybody else is doing. I want you to open yourself up to the possibilities that you can create, like new healing modalities. And I'm sure I've told you before that there's a book inside of you, and it's a children's, and I feel like it's a children's illustration book, but it's going to be a healing book for children with you, Tina. But not only that, Tina, there's this ability within you to generate this new healing modality. Like somebody obviously generated IET, and somebody obviously came up with the idea of Reiki and all of those. You've got something within you, Tina, that has this new healing source that will help so many people. So I want you to really sit back and start looking at what it is your guides and your spirits are giving to you, because they're giving you all of the information, Tina. You need to start writing it down. You're getting it in your dreams, you're getting it in your messages. It's popping up in front of you. It's coming into your head at the most inopportune moments, by the way, which is possibly where I get most of mine, in the shower. So I'm like, get out of here, but don't be in my head. But you're getting your ideas, but you need to start writing them down, and you need to really start working on them, Tina, because you have the ability to do so much more than what you're already doing. And I feel that this new healing modality will open up endless possibilities for you. So I can't wait to hear about it. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to try it. And I feel like this is in the next 12 months, Tina. This is not you sitting on your haunches having a break. This is you getting moving. Okay, so love to hear about it. Okay, the crystal card for you as well, Tina, tonight is the Moldavite. And the Moldavite is all about that unconventionality, your unique qualities, and this is what I was talking about in the last one for you. It's the unique qualities that you have is to be a very important part of your life purpose. Okay, and it's okay to feel different to others, Tina, because it's our uniqueness that makes us special. So get out there and do it. Okay, thanks, Tina. So Mairead O'Riordan, Mairead, your card is peace, hon. Okay. And Mairead, this card for me is all about. I'm not sure whether you saw my meditation a few weeks back there, Mairead, where it was all about letting go and letting go in order. It's not about letting go to forgive others for past hurts or to get that past healing, but what it is, Mairead, it's about letting go in order to allow us to move on. And in order to allow you to move on, Mairead, it's like you almost have to draw a line in the sand and say, okay, I know that this has been part of my past. I know that it is a very important part of your past, Mairead, but it's about life lessons. It's about making sure that you just grab the reins and say, you know what, I'm better than this, and I'm moving on with my life, and I'm making the changes, but I'm going to do it in such a peaceful, unique way, because I don't know who this lady is in spirit that has just joined me, Mairead, but it's like as if she's going saying that everything that you've done in the past, everything that you've brought about, you've done it in a very peaceful, graceful, dignified way. So she said that there has been a situation in your past where you've needed that dignity, and people have expected you to act out in a certain way, and you didn't. So this lady is saying, hold your head up high and be very proud of who you are, because Mairead, the energy is beautiful around you, and it's about using that energy now to bring in this really enriching, beautiful future that is ahead of you. And I feel this energy too has to come in with a little bit of healing as well, Mairead, where you, first of all, there has to be some self-healing for you, where you have to go, and as soon as you can, when all this lifts, where you can get some healing done, or ask somebody to do some distance healing for you. If you need some help with that, let me know and I'll point you in the direction of people that can do that. But I do feel as if there is some healing that is needed around you, in order for it to help you to move forward. But also what happens then is, once you've that done, Mairead, I feel as if you'll be able to use that healing modality to help others as well. A little bit of counselling coming up around you, Mairead, so I don't know whether you're working with special needs kids or special needs adults, but if you're not, I think it's a field that you really need to start looking into. Okay, because I do feel that there's more to you than meets the eye, and that there's more in you than what you even realize, because I don't think that you give yourself all the credit that you deserve. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Mairead. And then just the simple answer for you is to put others first, but only if it's not encroaching in your energy. So you can put other people first, and this is what you do all the time, right? You can put them first, but so long as it's not taking from your energy. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Mairead. Tina, you're welcome, hon. I can't wait. So Margaret McCarthy, your card is next, hon. And Margaret, your card is the Four of Raphael. And Sarah Cray, you're on the list as well, of just in case. I know you're hanging on in there, so just to let you know that you are on the list, and you're coming up next. Okay, so Margaret McCarthy, your card is the Four of Raphael. And Margaret, there needs to be a plan, Margaret. There needs to be some magic brought into your life, but also I want you to start being aware, Margaret, of your own emotions, where it's almost like you let yourself down by not showing those emotions, because you're afraid of what other people will think. Margaret, who cares what other people think, whether we're upset or whether we're happy, or or whether we dance around the garden, or I often dance in my room and leave the curtains open, and I have people waving at me from across the road. So just do it, you know, it's if it makes you happy. But what it is that I want you to start seeking out possibilities that will enrich your life and will bring that happiness into your life. So it's like the dance and the music, the drawing, the art, the walks in the woods, Margaret, the time of reflection, the meditation, the everything that just brings that joy and that peaceful energy into your life, where you know, there's magic to be got, Margaret, in your life, where you're not, you know, allowing it in, and you've this block up where you say, do you know what, it's it's not all about me, but it is about you, and it's about making sure that you're happy. Because if you're not happy, Margaret, nobody in your life is happy, because that's all they look for, you know. So it's about just being aware that, you know, that once you find that happiness, and once you look to the future, and I feel like your future with regard to possibilities, ventures, new opportunities coming in, and like right in the next 12 months is all of this new stuff that's coming in around you. But what needs to happen is that you need to look at it, you need to open yourself up to accepting these opportunities and saying to yourself, okay, I'm going to open myself up, I'm going to make sure that I'm open to whatever possibilities are coming. But you just need to make sure, Margaret, that you're not giving yourself a hard time over stuff, okay? And your crystal card today is the Topaz card, Margaret, and this is all about forgiveness heals. So it's a time to release any of that past that's giving you that repression and giving you that feeling of low energy. But it's about bringing yourself back up to that health and happiness, and making sure that you really look forward, okay? And just on that then, I just wanted to give you a spirit animal card as well, Margaret, and that's the hummingbird. Okay, beautiful hummingbird. I love them. And the hummingbird is all about being in the now, being here, where you're in the present, where you're not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. It's about living today. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Margaret. So Sarah Cray, finally, she says, Meg gets to me. So Sarah, your card today is the Nine of Ariel. Okay, and the Nine of Ariel, you're welcome, Mairead. The Nine of Ariel for you, Sarah, is that all of the hard work that you've put in, and I know that you're a worker, you're a grafter, you're like one of these busy little ants, Sarah, that puts in all of the work and doesn't ever expect anything from it, okay? But what I want you to start doing now, Sarah, is I want you to accept the praise, accept the recognition. I want you to give yourself the recognition as well, Sarah, because it's time now that all the hard work that you've put in, and all of the hard work that you've been at the last 12 months is all starting to manifest now, and it's all your dreams will be fulfilled. So this change in career around you as well, Sarah, feels like it's supposed to happen in the next 6 months, but I feel as if it was put on the back burner, probably due to COVID, but it feels like that there was a delay in situations due to the COVID, but the delay was necessary because it made you tweak the situation, and it made you realize that there's a different thing for me, and there's a better way forward for me, okay? Your love for beautiful things too, Sarah, comes in around you, where you need to just make sure that you surround yourself with beautiful things first of all, but it's about your creativity as well, Sarah, where you can manifest beauty into your life, but you can also I want you to do some crafts, or I want you to I feel like there's like a little craft shop in you, or there's like a little get up and go shop, where it's like a little, I want to say like a little Nicky Knack shop, where it's like, you know, this emporium where you walk in and everything is unique and everything is different. This is you, Sarah. Everything about you is unique. You need to make sure that you're bringing that creative spark into your life, but also, you know, being different, being unique, and just be yourself, because yourself is good enough, Sarah. Yourself is way more than good enough. but you need to tell yourself that you're enough, because you don't. And I know you from the past that you would never in a million years tell yourself that you're amazing. So I'm going to tell you that you're amazing, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. But you just need to get that gumption, Sarah, where you go, do you know what? I'm going to make a difference in my life, okay? And your spirit animal card is the bee. And like the busy little bee, like you've been, and that's what I just said to you, you've been like the busy ant, working for the last 12 months on something. But the bee spirit comes to tell you that there's sweet results awaiting you. And all will start coming through, and all will start manifesting and materializing for you in the next few months. So I hope that helps you as well, Sarah. Okay, so I think I have got to the end of my list. So I just want to say thank you all so much for joining me. If I have missed anybody, I don't think I have, but if I missed anybody scrolling up and down there, I want to just let you know that you can pop a message to me and I'll pull a card later. For any of you that have been on that we chose crystal cards for, or that some crystal information came up about, if you need any of those crystals, let me know. I have a lot of them in my shop. I posted a video there during the week as well of my pop-up shop with regard to some of the new items that came in during the week. So feel free to pop on there, or if you want a video message me, feel free to do that and I'll give you a look around the room. You're welcome, Sarah. But also, you're welcome, Margaret. But also to... you can have a look at those, but also hopefully in the new year I'll be starting some more of my courses. I'm hoping to do some of those by Zoom, but also I've started. I haven't been doing a lot of them in the past, where I've been doing a lot of the one-to-one readings by video messenger. So I've started back doing those now as well. So if there's anybody who is looking for a personal one-to-one reading, an email reading, autograph readings, or information about the courses I run, or just information about guiding you towards your spirituality, or guiding you towards your the work that you're supposed to be doing, please get in contact with me. I've often said to people that get readings in my room, your reading doesn't finish when I switch off the phone or when I close the door when people leave. I'm here for guidance, for any messages that you want to send me. So my job and my future lies in guiding people. So in whichever way I can do that, I'm happy to do it. And I hope you have a fabulous Sunday afternoon. And thank you all so much for joining me. I am extremely grateful. And I just want to thank Freddie and Lorraine as well, and the Mind, Body and Soul crowd, for inviting me on to do the readings this afternoon. And pop on to the live event. There's loads of workshops. There's loads of workshops and classes and other psychic readings on there as well. So pop on there, okay? And thanks a million for watching, and we will talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.